Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics. And today we are getting into Cardi B's love life. Okay, we went over this morning, and here is a little update because I heard you all in the comments saying that this new guy ain't it. Okay, so Maduka. Okoye, excuse me if I'm saying that name wrong. He is a soccer player. Him and Cardi met up at Fashion Week in Paris, and it's been all the noise. And let me tell you something, Cardi cannot seem to catch a break when it comes to her love life. Okay, so before we get into it, make sure you are liking the video, hyping the video up, sharing this live out, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on our path to 5K subs, okay?
Cardi, you should have just stayed with Offset, bitch. Oh my God, this nigga did you the worst way. He knew he didn't want your ass. That's what's. Bitch. He was sitting courtside, bro. You could. They were together. That was his nigga. Look at all 32. He's showing. I've never seen him spy with you like that. That is crazy. That was.
As you can see, we went over this footage earlier this morning, okay? And I just say certain people just need to stop dating. They need to take like classes in dating. They need a dating university. Certain people just don't know how to pick them, like the Evelyn Lozadas of the world, all right? That's just a short list, all right? But just know everything we discuss here is in our opinion. This falls under the Copyright Act of 107. We're just here to give our opinions on the trending topics, and opinions are not facts. Naughty crew. All right, so the mystery man, the date, can we even call it a date? We don't know, right? We're not in these stars' lives. It could have been a business date. They could be talking business. It could be anyway. And I'm not here to put labels until Cardi says it out loud, which she never has a problem saying, my man, my man, my man. Okay. Until she says what it is, we're not going to make any assumptions. But Maduka, his baby mama, is out here exposing him for all sorts of DV and things like that. Now, will Cardi take heed to the warning? I mean, she ignored the warning signs when it came to Stephon Diggs. And the fact that he had like what 5 babies in 1 year back to back. Ooh, that would have been enough for me to run. That would have been red flags, Naughty Crew, all day long for me. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for these next clips, because his baby mama, she not playing, okay? So this is where we left off this morning. Cardi B and Nigerian soccer star Maduka Okoye seen having dinner together in Italy. And here's my thing. Like, let the girl live. Why not? She deserves to be treated nice. And we don't know where all these allegations are coming from. Some people may say it's bitter baby mama syndrome. Ugh. All right, but let's get into these posts. All right, because the baby mama is posting all type of messages out here, and it's nuts. And my thing is, are charges pending? Like, what's going on? Are you taking this up with the courts, or are you just making this a social media frenzy? Okay, so Maduka's baby mama calls him out after he was seen with Cardi B, accusing him of cheating with men and women and not supporting their son. Well, child, we all know Cardi like him different. And who are we to say who she be dealing with, right? Who are we to say? So let's get into her post. She said, imagine I shut my effing mouth, lied about what you did to me so you could continue your career, and all you do is embarrass us. You make me look like I'm a bitter baby mama when I helped you when no one was there for you. I made you. No one knew who you was, and instead of loving us, you knocked up between the washer and dryer. That's what she's saying, not the crew. Cheated on me with men and women, You're a effing demon who tried to destroy my life. You don't take care of your one and only son because I didn't want to be with you. I will never forgive you. Being nice and peaceful brings you nowhere. You're a rat. And I wish I was just like you. Okay, sorry guys. All right, these people. It sounds like she's definitely angry texting. But I tried for my son to be a good co parent, to erase your wrongdoings because you made me believe that I was the problem. Well, I hope you get therapy, number one. Number two, this is what the courts are for. And women need to stop covering for men, just like men need to stop covering for women in their abuses. This is what the court of law is for. And you have to hold people accountable when they do you wrong. All right, let's get into more. All right. Because, I mean, is she taking part the blame for not saying anything? I mean, we got to hold her accountable as well. Right. And by the way, her name is Jelicia Westhoff. All right. And this is directly from her page. She said, "You don't call your son, you don't see your son because you're too busy punishing his mother and being a baddie on social media. Your son that you wanted so badly when you was still broke, and I have to give you money. Well, child, that is your fault. You should take him to child support and hold him accountable. This is what the court is for. And now that you see him with another woman, all of a sudden you have all this anger and vitriol and you're exposing him. And you could have been exposed him through the courts by reporting it to the court of law. What is social media gonna do? And how do we know this is real? I'm so tired of people using the internet as like it's some type of justice system, okay? But if you do not have a paper trail, like by filing a police report when he put hands on you, by taking him to child support or whatever, at some point you got to take accountability for your position and for what got you into this mess. Yeah, that's me saying it. Yup. So she had this to say. She said, "I was so scared to take you to court, so scared to press charges, so scared to do anything because I knew you would punish our child. But you know what? I've been calm. I gave you 100,000 chances. And do you take care of him? No, because you have to see him in my house. Otherwise, you can't be a father. You manipulative F." Okay? Wow. So she posted this picture. It looks like a car crash. She said, "I crashed my car. What? I buyed with my money. You and I, you wanted to give a birthday for our child. You, in the end, you refused to help me because you're bitter and upset. I was so tired. I did everything alone on his birthday and everything. I received messages from other women again as every other week in the morning, the same day our son had his birthday. I crashed my car because I was so tired." Well, girl, people show you who they are. And if you getting a bunch of messages, why are you still expecting for this man to be loyal? He showed you who he was, and now it's time for you to believe him. And look, I'm not discounting his responsibility in this, but what is putting this out on social media gonna do? Okay. How do we know you crashed your car because of him? Sounds like you're going through a lot of mental anguish, and I'm sorry for that. But you really, really, really need to take action in the court of law. Okay. So she also went on to say, "You was cheating on me with everything when I just gave birth to our baby, and I still chose to wipe wipe or whip your butt or wipe your butt," I guess she's trying to say, "because you just had an operation and none of your people," I think she's trying to say, "looked out for you because You wasn't even playing. You wasn't even on the couch. You would cry your eyes out. I motivated you, cooked for you. I did everything what a woman could do for you because I loved you until I found it out that you like both sides. What you ever admitted to me, you're so openly with who you're dating and speaking to. Let's also be open that your sexuality. Well, girl, Cardi ain't gonna care. We see the history of her men. Cardi is not gonna care. Not gonna care one bit, sweetie. Not gonna care one bit. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think of all of this, her exposing him. At the end of the day, um, you come off mad. Because until you saw him spotted with Cardi B, you had nothing to say. Now all of a sudden you spot him with Cardi B, you got all this vitriol when he been doing this to you for years. And at some point you got to take accountability because you allowed this. He can't do to you what you don't allow, girl. All right, she got more to speak on, y'all. Let's speak about December. My son got hospitalized 4 times on the intensive of care with the ambulance. His father didn't even come. Which father tells me doesn't go to his child when your child is fighting for his life? Explain this to me because you can't be with the mother. And a lot of men do this. A lot of men are bitter baby daddies. We see this with Blueface on a regular basis. He want to be able to run around and do whatever he wants to do, right? Without consequence, while he dogs the women out. But these women, they keep reproducing for him. Blueface don't lie, and I have a feeling this guy don't lie to her either. But she trying to make it something that she knows it will never ever be. Okay, if he been cheating and running around on you, why you still expecting this man to be committed? He's showing you every day that he's not committed to you. And at the end of the day, it's Cardi's responsibility to do her due diligence. And this is why this morning I was saying, Cardi, have fun with this, but take your time. Take your time, okay? So then she goes on to say, the be out here pretending like I lost something, like I'm bitter. I left you. I left you. So if you left him, then why are you putting all this information out here? I was with you since 2020. Excuse me, naughty crew. Imagine just having a baby and finding out that your man loved both. You made me sick to my stomach. You never had any other girlfriend than me because you're bi. And that's totally fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But what we not going to do is continue to show out. But our son haven't seen you for months. You promised him to pick him up, and you just don't because you're still busy punishing mommy. You saw him 2 times this year, 3 times last year. You can put your DICK inside everyone. I don't care. You never done anything else. But what you're not going to do is hurt my son in the process of it. If you wouldn't take care of him, I wouldn't have shut my mouth. Excuse me. For the rest of our lives, you. This doesn't make sense. And I wonder if she's from this country, Naughty Girl. I really, really do. Because it seems like she has broken English. But girl, you need to go to the court. That's what child support is for. That's what the family court system is for. And you do come off kind of bitter. But if he's abusive, make sure you document it. Make sure you document it. Make sure you hold him accountable, sis. Okay? In the court of law. Putting this out on the internet, a lot of people are bi these days. A lot of people live a polyamory lifestyle. At the end of the day, he showed you who you are. And if you're not bitter, and if you don't care that he left, why say something now? Naughty Crew, y'all leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Oh, Cardi, you just got a horrible, horrible track record when it comes to men. And at the end of the day, they're just out having a good time. Maybe he invited her out for dinner. This doesn't mean anything. But I think the baby mama seen him out with Cardi and got triggered. Okay. So y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think his baby mama is bitter? Do you think it's right that she outed him and his sexuality and what he likes? All right. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hype this video up. I'm sorry about the broken reading, but you know how these people do. When they write they broken English, she definitely sounds emotional, Knotty Crow. All right, so I leave you with this.
You should have just stayed with Offset, bitch. Oh my God, this nigga did you the worst way. He knew he didn't want your ass. That's what's. Bitch. He was sitting courtside, bro. You couldn't. They were together. That was his nigga. Look at all 32. He's showing. I've never seen him smile with you like that. That is crazy. That was his nigga, bro. That was. What the fuck? Look. Bro, don't say. But this shit nigga, huh? This.